morning, good evening, DeFi Den, wherever you may be watching this video. Today, I wanted to go over a stablecoin play that I am getting ready to make. I've been scouting it out over the last week. I think it might be a solid move for me at least. So we're going to get in that in today's video. So I will be moving some stables I have lent out on Kinetic, and I'll be doing a couple of swaps and entering LPs on SparkDex, stable to stable. So I'm looking to get into the USDT0 CUSDX pool along with the USDT0 USDC pool. And then we'll go from there. So with that being said, let's get into today's video. All right, so starting off over here on Kinetic, I have some stables lent out. I had 4,000 in here. I took 2,000 out to make this play that we'll be going over today. And the reason being is because I'm making 26.2% on my lent USDT0, which is amazing. But I'm seeing that LPing stable to stable pairs is yielding almost double of what Kinetic is. So I'm not liquidating my entire position on stables. I still want a good amount, or at least half of what I have in here, making a steady, less riskier yield. It's pretty solid. I mean, the 4,000 has earned me about $70 in this cycle of RFlow rewards, which is pretty good for me. But let's see if we can make more with that. So we're going to take about 2,000 and USDT0, make some swaps over on OpenOcean, and then get into the LPs. So let's go ahead and do that. I've already withdrawn it, but let's go over to OpenOcean. I've kind of already gone through my swaps as well, but I want to show you something that I caught and something that you should definitely pay attention to if you decide to enter LPs, when you decide to enter LPs, making certain swaps. So I had 500 USDT0 that I wanted to swap into USDX. Look at this, 500 is only going to get me 34 USDX. Now, why is that? It's because the price impact on wherever this swap is going to be facilitated is 93%. So I did not make this swap on using OpenOcean, even though for the most part, OpenOcean gives some of the best rates in terms of swaps. It's just not cutting it. It's almost suicide to do this on OpenOcean. So what did I do? I went over to SparkDex and I made the trade here. So the same 500 USDT0 is going to get me 498 CUSDX. And it's the trade is going to be in your favor, meaning you might get a little bit more CUSDX by 0.1%. So that's actually pretty good. When I made the swap, it was 0.24%. So I'm always going to look for the best swap rates, even if a DEX aggregator like OpenOcean is not giving me that favorable swap. I'm going to look around before I just make the swap. I'm never going to be in a rush to make the swap. Okay, so then just wanted to make sure I covered that. Definitely something you guys want to pay attention to while you're looking for where and how to make your swaps. So I do already have the tokens, so let's go ahead and start entering the LPs. So like I said, I was looking at USDT0 USDC at 48%. So again, over on Kinetic, we were only getting 26%. 48% RFlow rewards is pretty amazing. So I'm going to enter this pool strictly for the rewards. I don't even care if I'm earning on fees. I just like the incentivized portion of it. So I'm gonna make sure I'm on the APR boosted selection. I'm going to select stablecoins instead of full range. And then I'm gonna do about half. There we go. Let's add liquidity. Confirm transaction. Okay. So it must have glitched out there for a little bit, but it's there. Now let's go do the USDT T0 CUSDX. Again, 53%, with 51.57% of that being in R-Flow rewards, and then 1.5% being in CUSDX rewards. Again, that's way more than what I would be getting on Kinetic, which is not a bad thing. You want to manage your risk, and I definitely would consider LPs a bit more riskier, even though it's still a low enough risk to where I'm willing to take it. Um, LPs always are inherently more riskier than just lending your assets out. So confirm that. There we go. Cool. And I have 4.6 USDT0 that I can put back, which I will do that. Let's go to borrow supply. Make sure I'm on the supply tab. Not that. That. Approve. All right, there we go. So now when we go over to SparkDex, your deposits, I have $998 in the USDT0 and USDC pool, and then I have $983 in the USDT0 CUSDX pool. So we're going to monitor these and see how well they do. It's pretty late in the R-Flare epoch for this month, but we'll see how it performs. I've already earned about 2,500 R-Flare just for lending out that 4,000. Obviously, the numbers are going to be a little skewed, but we'll see how well the stablecoin pairs perform in terms of R-Flare rewards in these last couple of weeks, or this is the last week of July we're heading into. So just in time, maybe, to start the new month, the new epoch, but we're going to monitor it. We'll see how it performs, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. Again, just yield scouting. That's all. Nothing too crazy. But always make sure you are looking for the best yields. Make sure that you are looking for the best opportunities for you. You don't necessarily have to copy this play at all. I'm just showing you how I go about looking for, just yields. See where I can get the best yields for the least amount of risk, or something that is not too far outside of my risk profile. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.